This is the Marvel Legends from Marvel Studios X-Men 97, the new and upcoming cartoon on Disney Plus, I presume. We've got the retro carded X-Men 97 Wolverine. Now, I'm a little late to the party, very much late to the party in reviewing this figure. I do apologize. I had several occasions to actually pick this one up on my local Toy Kingdom and Toys R Us store for the retail price of about $30. But I told myself I don't need another Wolverine. And then incredible hype just started going for this figure ever since reviewers have been hailing this figure as the best ever Marvel Legends Wolverine. And the price tag on this figure on the secondary market just shot up astronomically. I've seen sellers selling this for what, $50, $60 to as high as about $90 to $100, which was absolutely bonkers and ridiculous. I was not going to pick up this figure for that kind of money. Luckily, I was able to get one on Amazon.com for about $33, free shipping. So I said, why not, right? Because it is from Amazon.com, you can rest assured that the packaging is going to be not in the best condition. Let me just show you what happened to this. There was like a balloon, like an air pocket balloon that was included with the box, not bubble wrap, but I guess the immense amount of pressure on that air balloon, that air pocket, just squished this figure. And look at that huge crack in the packaging. And man, that sucks. I was hoping I could keep this mint on card for a little longer. Kind of looked great in packaging, but if you remember my videos on keeping Hasbro products mint in box, my rule is always never keep Hasbro products mint in box or mint on card because of their horrendous quality control issues. You'll never know if you have a defective product, missing pieces, frozen joints here and there, unless you actually open up the product. And this is a tricky kind of packaging because it's very hard to put it back together because you're going to have to rip out a few things here and there. But given the fact that the box is already kind of smashed up, we have no choice but to just really rip and open this figure up. And I'm going to do a review for you guys. So I'm hoping this figure lives up to its hype because $33 for another Wolverine figure, I mean, come on. Okay, some of you were asking me how I open up my packages of Hasbro figures. I do have videos on that, but for those of you who are not familiar with those videos, this is how I do it. Okay, I very, very carefully remove it, keeping the packaging sort of semi-pristine condition. And there you have this guy. Okay, so he's got the map. It's nothing new. The only new thing we have here is he's, instead of wearing a bikini, he's now wearing some boxer shorts or boxer briefs. The claws are very similar to the VHS Wolverine in that they're the pointy ones and not the sort of katana-looking ones. Let me see if I can put some light on that. Okay, yeah, the head sculpt. Man, that head sculpt, I think, is the one that sells this figure the most. Wow. And no cell shading. So that's a plus. I wasn't a big fan of cell shading, but that VHS Wolverine cell shading actually worked for me. So let me see if I can pluck everything out. So I'll put that off there. So everything seems to be in order. The figure itself, everything's complete. It's got the extra set of hands, the fists, the clenched fist without the claws. So the joints still work. Joints are working. As the articulation, it's the old articulation. Ball joint on a hinge, ratchet, ab crunch, waist, ratcheting waist. You got the butterfly shoulder joints, in and out, forward and backward 360, bicep swivel, pinless double jointed elbows. Ball jointed hips. Oh, for a while I thought they were drop down ball joints. You got thigh swivels. Oh, this one's a little tight. This one's okay. This one is a little frozen. So let me see if I can. Oh man, that sucks. This one's frozen. I can feel it. It's just flexing. It's not rotating like this one. That sucks. Okay, so this one, double jointed Pinless knee joints, calf swivel. This one, oh, it's not frozen. Yep, we're good. Ankles go up and down, have the rocker tilt. So everything's good except for the right thigh, which is just my luck on Amazon. Let me see if I can just budge it. I don't want to do the... I can boil it, I suppose, but... yeah, I can probably boil it and just loosen it. But it sucks that you have to do that. If you're not careful and you force it, you're going to shear off that entire leg, and that is going to be painful. Got the alternate head sculpt. Man, these head sculpts look amazing. Probably the best Wolverine head sculpts we've had in a long time. This one I know has been repainted, but look at those colors. And look at this sculpt. I love this. I love this just plain generic Logan look, not the berserker, teeth out and jaw open type of look, but this one's really nice. And these are the selling points, I think, for this figure. Color-wise, it's sort of like a muted yellow, lemon yellow, with these turquoise blue. I should say faded turquoise blue. Yeah, the figure looks absolutely phenomenal. I could totally understand where all this hype is coming from. Definitely one of the best Wolverine figures I've seen. So without boiling this joint, I was able to sort of unfreeze it, if there is such a term. So it now rotates, but it's still very tight. You can feel, I can feel it sort of ratcheting. So it's fine now. But man, I had to just tug and pull it, push on it, tug and push until it loosened. I mean, that sucks. If a kid had purchased this and they weren't very careful with the figure, they could have easily sheared off that mushroom peg, and that would have been very ugly. But I mean, Hasbro, you've got to be better at this, because there has to be a better way to do this. I mean, McFarlane figures are doing it very nicely. You've been doing this longer than they have. So anyway, so it's not a defective product. The joints have been cleared, so it's still tight. You can still hear that squeaking, but we're all good, all safe. And so some final thoughts on this retro carded X-Men 97 Marvel Legends Wolverine. Do we have too many Wolverines already in Marvel Legends? Well, I'm going to say no. Wolverine's one of the more popular characters from Marvel, and we can't have too many Wolverine figures, just like you can't have too many Darth Vader figures or Optimus Prime figures. I think Hasbro did a phenomenal job with this figure. The only thing that they didn't do right is to pack this figure one per case. Oh, that just kills me, man. I mean, the one figure that everybody wants, and it's one per case. So I hope everybody has a chance to get this figure. I think $40 shipped should be the price ceiling for this figure. You pay $35 to $40. I think that's the most. If you can find it for $20, $25, you are so lucky, man. I mean, better make sure it's not a scam. Make sure you check the figure out personally. There are no hidden damages or whatever. But $35 on average, I think is fair. They did a phenomenal job with this figure. I want to give it an 11 out of 10. Definitely one of the best Wolverine figures we've had. Let me know what you guys think of this X-Men 97 Marvel Legends retro carded Wolverine. Let me know in the comments, and as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.